I know after the first Karen fight, he had a chip on his shoulder, and when he fought Villa, he like did all the Matrix kind of stuff, right? The stuff that
Mm.
people refer to Roy Jones, and history repeats itself. I'm sure maybe he has a chip on his shoulder now after the Virgil Ortiz situation kind of now has labeled him, as what many people who don't really understand maybe the business, right? Everyone's entitled to opinion, but there's rumors of now maybe him and Tio, two guys are extremely athletic, maybe criticized just a little bit on some of the technical stuff because they are God-giftedly talented, strong, knockout, freaky, like freakish like fighters. But one's a little bit smaller coming up. I mean, do you like the Jaron and Teal fight for both of their parts of their career, or is it too small?
Um, you know what, man? It's not up for me to like. If Tio, he would be looking for his third division title. He wants to jump up and go after Boots. I know that he was too big for lightweight and he got out of there. Um, and he's a pretty muscular guy. And all of these guys walk around pretty heavy. So maybe he can carry 147. Let's see. I'm one of them guys that just say, let's see. Everybody
Mhm.
postures on social media and act like, that they'll fight anybody and stuff like that. I always say, listen, let's just see. If the fight gets made, I'll definitely watch it. That's a terrific fight. But I don't hold my breath on fights get made just because there's interest in the fight. There's a lot more to making a fight than that. And the casuals they kind of run to that, but it's a lot of things. There's rematch clauses, there's money, there's splits, there's if it's going to be pay per view, or it's going to be regular cable or app, whatever you call it these days. It's so much stuff that goes into making a fight. You got to be careful with getting excited every time interest in the fight gets shown. But I think it's a terrific fight. Hopefully they fight.
Do you think it's one of those type of fights because they're both freakishly athletic that there could be moments for both guys or even one guy if it's dominant to have those type of Roy Jones-esque freaky kind of maybe moves that maybe you admire but don't really teach in the gym, if it kind of makes sense to kind of get away with a little bit.
Sure. Man, sometimes you just never know how fights turn out, man. You just
Hmm.
never know how things go when two guys line up in front of each other. Sometimes you can get like that freaky fight where it's like oohs and ahs, and sometimes they can cancel each other out. And
Hmm.
and neither guy, really take the chances or do certain things that they need to do. Like Bernard and Roy are two great fighters, but their styles don't really mesh. They don't really make a great fight when they get in the ring. Whereas James Toney and Mike McCallum, they make a great fight when they get in the ring because of the way they fight.
Hmm.
So we got to see. It could be a fight where I think it kind of depends on how Boots fight. Boots could try to keep Tio on the end of his jab and sort of like how Floyd and Manny fought, where those guys have freaky talent. But I enjoyed the fight, but a lot of people really didn't enjoy the fight. So we got to see, or Boots could try to walk to him and bomb him out. Um, Personally, I think Boots is not using enough of his boxing skills. He can box, he had a fantastic run in the amateurs in 2015. He has an unbelievable jab, and believe it or not, he has good defense. He's just a killer, and he's always trying to hurt guys. And I think that that's the reason, why uh, the Karen fight went the way it went. But if he boxes Tio, it will be really difficult for Tio, because of the length, the size, the speed, and on top of that, he can punch. So you just can't just run up on him. And Tio has shown a little bit of a flaw, whereas he likes a guy to come to him more than he likes to go get a guy.
Hmm.
So I think the fight is as far as the excitement, it depends what type of fight Booth decides to fight.
I see those points exactly. I think if Boots went to Tio, it would probably be more exciting because of the aspect that you said Tio kind of had issues cutting off the ring with a couple people.
Yeah,
Um,
and those guys aren't Boots. So if he decided to box and play keep away with Boots, I mean Boots decided to box and play keep away with him, it would be a very difficult fight for Tio because if he had to come get Boots, the,
mhm,
the the problem is he could run into something.
mhm.